Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's All Sports with Smitty. I'm your host, Smitty, and we're breaking down the Week 10 NFL games. So let's break them down, ladies and gentlemen. Saints versus Steelers. Let's look at it. 1 second. Blah. New Orleans Saints. That's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen, is vomit. Andy Dalton, 17 of 27, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Disgusting. Putrid. The faction is no good. We couldn't run the ball at all, and we didn't stick with it. That's what you have to do if you're not getting rushing and you're barely passing the ball. Go back to the run and stick with it. It'll break through later on in the fourth quarter. One bright spot for the New Orleans Saints was Juwan Johnson, 5 receptions, 44 yards, and 1 TD. Good job on his part. Andy Dalton does look for him occasionally. Chris Olave, 3 receptions, 40 yards. That's not going to get it for Chris Olave. He's a high-speed threat out there. You got to get him with deep balls down the field, but the Red Rifle doesn't have it. Jarvis Landry, 3 receptions, 37 yards. The Steelers ran the ball on us over 40 times with about 4 different running backs. Kenny Pickett was 18 for 30, 199 yards. Najee Harris, 20 carries, 99 yards, but he didn't get a touchdown. Kenny Pickett, 8 runs for 51 yards and 1 TD. George Pickens, 2 rushes, 23 yards, and 1 touchdown. We didn't force any turnovers for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They did whatever they wanted and with no repercussions. All right, let's run down the NFL week in review. Panthers beat the Falcons 25-15. Geno Smith still had a great day, even though he lost versus the Bucks. 21-16, the Bucks beat the Seahawks. Lions beat the Bears 31-30. Dan Campbell has the Lions playing out of their minds. Every week it's a tight game with the Detroit Lions. Either they win or they lose in a close game. So Dan Campbell is doing his job. Titans beat the Broncos 17-10. Russell Wilson can't get back the draft capital that the Broncos gave up for him. He physically can't do it by himself out there, and he's not going to be able to do it, ladies and gentlemen, until they give him some talent. I believe they traded Judy, the receiver from Alabama, away from the team, and why would you give away one of his top weapons? Doesn't make too much sense to me. All right, Minnesota upset the Bills. This is a double effect. Minnesota is 8-1 now. After that win, and the Bills are 6-3. It makes the AFC East tight with the Bills, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Pats. All of those teams are kind of tight together now I believe they're 6-3. All right, the Giants beat the Texans 24-16, and the Chiefs beat the Jags 27-17. Now let's transition, ladies and gentlemen, from the NFL to the NBA. Knicks lose to the OKC Thunder 145-35. Who is Jeremiah Robinson Earl? Never heard of this man before, and he scored 17 points on us like it was no problem. Dort, another player for the OKC Thunder. 8 for 11 from the field, 24 points, 2 for 5 from 3. Who is this man, Dort? He's balling on us. Someone please stop this from happening. That's all I was saying as I was looking at the screen. Someone please stop this from happening. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 37 points, 13 for 22 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3. Josh Giddey, who is a college player. I don't believe this man's an NBA player, ladies and gentlemen. He's a college player, 10 for 14 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 24 points. The man plays no defense, Josh Giddey. He plays no defense, and he's strictly an offensive player. And if you had the right defensive schemes, you can stop him. I don't know what Tom Thibodeau is doing, but it's not working. Julius Randle, 7 for 14 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3, 25 points. Julius Randle, 25 points. That's like a walk in the park for Julius Randle. He can wake up out of bed scoring 25 points. We needed a little bit more tonight. We didn't get it. What can we say? My dad told me that the New York Knicks would be a death knell for me. But Cam Reddish, 10 for 17, 2 for 5 from 3, 26 points. This is Cam Reddish. I think this is Cam Reddish's best game as a pro. 26 points. Pretty good for him. Isaiah Hartenstein, 5 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, 14 points. That's what you expect from Isaiah Hartenstein. He's a pretty good player. But Jalen Brunson, 5 for 9, 0 for 2 from 3, 17 points, 7 assists. We need more from Jalen Brunson. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get Donovan Mitchell, which would have taken the load off of Jalen Brunson. But without a Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson needs to be the focal point, well, one of the focal points of the offense. And it's just not being done. RJ Barrett, ladies and gentlemen, let's speak about this man. He just signed a 4-year, $120 million contract. Now, you tell me, he was 2 for 10 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, and he scored 4 points. What is that? $30 million a year. What are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? This is absolutely unacceptable. Obi Toppin, 2 for 3 from 3, 10 points. Obi Toppin was great today. 10 point. He only played about 18 minutes in the game. We need more time for Obi Toppin. If that means trading Julius Randle, then that's what we need to do. Obi Toppin needs to start and have about 30 minutes to 35 minutes a game. All right. Fournier, 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3. $18 million a year. Our front office has been making some horrible decisions. Giving Fournier the bag was not the decision that needed to be made at that time. He doesn't play any defense and is only an offensive player. He gives you nothing on defense, ladies and gentlemen. Your coach is Tom Thibodeau. Why would you hamstring your coach like this? So the front office is doing a wretched job, I would say, of helping Tom Thibodeau do what he needs to do. And that's play defense, rebound the ball, and push it. All right? Emmanuel Quickley had a great game. 8 for 17. That's a little about 50%. 1 for 4 from 3, 24 points. Anytime Quickley gives you 24 points, you have to catch yourself and be like, what's going on here? But obviously, because we were losing and he was playing, he was pushing the ball and shooting threes. He only shot 1 for 4 from 3, but he did score 24 points. That's my week in review, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for liking and subscribing to videos. If you haven't, please do like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next week. Have a good one.